This is the Slow Wardrobe. Come and have a look.
Hello, welcome to episode 103 of the Slow Wardrobe podcast. My name is Linda and I'm your host. In this episode, I will give you an update on my knitting antics, followed by the usual Layercake section of the podcast, this time dedicated to styling the newly to be launched Jan Jacket and introducing a third colorway for that jacket as well. So far this past week, I introduced the Jan Jacket pre-order in two colors, both complementing corresponding jersey play suits that they could be worn with. But I then realized that in the run-up to Christmas, it would be nice to have a jacket in a dark color as well, slightly more festive, not just for Christmas, but just in general, a more wintry color and a more festive color. So I'm introducing that third color. It's available on the website to pre-order as we speak. That pre-order closes on Monday. Let me double check that. I haven't got my watch on. Oh dear. I can tell you though what it is because it's the 23rd. At the end of Monday, the 23rd of October, the pre-order for the Jan Jacket closes. And have a look and see what you make of it. See if it's something for you and whether you're interested. But first, before we dive into Layercake, an update on my knitting. Well, autumn has arrived, finally. In fact, we had a bit of a cold snap this past winter where it got seriously cold for a couple of days. So I've started wearing my new jumper. I can show it off to you now because it's not too warm anymore to wear it here in the studio. I'm wearing it over the top of a very thin long sleeve top and a natural, like undyed smock that I'm wearing together with my magenta baggies. So it's going over the top of that. I really like how the smock kind of repeats some of the paler colors in the jumper and how the brightness of the pink top that I'm wearing, like a raspberry color, picking up on some of the brighter colors in the jumper. So very cozy. As you know, it's completely lined in silk, in a soft mauve color, in sand-washed silk, and it's super comfy. I love wearing it. So I have two works in progress to share with you and update you on this week. It's all I've been working on, and to start with, it's going to be update on my Stephen West Geo Gradient MCAL, so mystery knit along. I am midway through Clue 2, and I will talk you through how I selected my colors and then show you what I've got knitted so far. The idea is that you would choose gradient colors, i.e. colors that get gradually darker, and that can be a gradient that's within one particular color from light to dark or across multiple colors. Now last year when I knitted the, was it last year? I will check and share it below. I knitted a mystery knit along before, and I don't know whether it was last year anymore, that I knitted using my soliloquy yarn held together with a strand of linen. And I really liked the weightiness and the size of the shawl that I ended up with. And this year I was half tempted to knit with pure linen and not hold any yarns together with it. But when the first clue came out, I was not convinced that that was going to work in just linen. So I decided to choose a combination of linen held together with another yarn again. And this time I wanted to try and hold linen together with fiber space cumulus. It's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I've never gotten around to it. So I basically looked through the stock of cumulus that I had left and checked if there was any combination of colors, that I had enough colors stock left to match up with a corresponding color in the linen and then turn into a gradient. Well, that was an interesting challenge. I mean, talk about setting narrow boundaries, but I did it. So before showing you any of the progress of my knitting, I will show you the 4 colors that I settled on and am working with. I've got them in one of the gorgeous project bags from Susanna Trava and Wool that I bagged after she recently did a show and didn't sell this one at the show, so I picked it up from her, bought it from her, and hopefully Susanna will make us some more beautifully embroidered bags using my linen scraps. So some linen will be on its way to her to hopefully inspire her to make some more bags for us. Fingers crossed. So these are the 4 colors that I ended up with. And as far as gradients go, it's not the best gradient in the world, but I really love the way these colors play with each other. Plus, it was a combination of colors where I had both a linen version and a cumulus version in the same or very closely similar color. So from light to dark, obviously this color is significantly lighter than everything else, and that, as you will see in a minute, has quite an impact on the work, the visual impression that you get from the project as it goes, because this light color really jumps out, and then these other 3 settle quite nicely together as a darker band. However, I'm liking the result and I'm enjoying the knitting, or the work on it in general, so I'm keeping going with it. Right, now if you do not want to see what I've done so far, and you do not want to see progress on the mystery knit along, then look away now. Like I said, I'm halfway through clue 2, so if you're beyond that then of course there's no reason not to look, but just in case you want to keep the mystery going and you're watching this at a stage that you haven't reached that point yet, then look away now. For those of you who don't mind, you may have heard that there was a lot of controversy around the original first clue of the knit along, and it was like a Celtic knot type configuration of yarns, but a number of people felt triggered by it because they saw a swastika sign in it, and Stephen decided to change the first clue and turn it into something else altogether. Meanwhile, there were already examples popping up of alternatives online, and one of the alternatives I saw was somebody who'd started with a little granny square that they had crocheted and then knitted around that. Since I'm still very much on my crochet kick, I decided to crochet the entirety of clue number 1, which is the big panel in the middle. So all these little dots are all one big granny square, and then you see coming around it here at the top is effectively the second half, and this side is the second half of clue 2. The first half of clue 2 is hanging here, and I will try and hold that up now in a way that you get an impression of how it works. So if I hang my granny square at an angle with the points up and down, then you can see the first half of clue 2 emerging above the granny square in stripes with eyelets in 2 of the 4 colors. And it also clearly shows here how that light color that I'm working with is quite dominant in the whole lineup. It really jumps out, and then the other 3 blend quite nicely as lines. But I'm really liking it so far. I hope it's going to work for the rest of the knit along, and the halo caused or created by the fiber space cumulus is already developing very nicely. But because of course I'm holding together with linen, there's quite a lot of body, both drape and body in this shawl so far. I'm loving it. So far so good. I don't know whether I'll manage to finish it, or rather finish clue 2 in time for the end of this week when clue 3 comes out. I've got quite a lot of clue 2 to go still, and it's relatively slow knitting, even though it's not complicated, but it's not very fast somehow. I don't know why I'm relatively slow, but I'm not going very fast with it. So I'm going to try and do my best to finish clue 2 before clue 3 comes out, but I'm running out of time, so we'll see how we go. So far, my Mystery Knit Along update, and on to my other work in progress, which I was knitting on, bordering on maniacal. I was putting so much time into it. Let's put this here. And that is a smaller version of the Scout Mini. The Scout Mini is already a smaller version of the Scout shawl. I'll show you a picture of this Scout again in the frame here, and then this followed by a picture of the Scout Mini. But I am knitting a Scout Mini using a lace weight yarn, and it's the colors that I had left in stock of Artisan Yarn Queen Anne's lace. It's an 800 meters per 100 gram yarn. It's a blend of, if I remember correctly, merino and silk. If I've got it wrong, then I will correct it down below. And I had 5 colors of this gorgeous yarn left in stock still, and decided, well, the Scout and the Scout Mini are knitted with 5 colors, so I'm going to substitute the original 5 colors with the colors that I have and knit with those. And I'm actually about 2/3 through, and that's when I dropped the project completely to get stuck into the Westknit Mystery Knit Along, because I do enjoy keeping up with the different clues as they come along. So I'll show you where I got to so far. I'm knitting on a 2.5 millimeter needle. And this is where I am at. If I hold this up, then hopefully I can show you without too much folding. I have blocked this by steaming it with the steam iron. And as you can see, starting at one point, you knit along and you knit these different little patches, so you get a patchwork effect in the end product. Different patches with the dark blue, the really, really pale pink, the stone color, the green, and what's called Dutch scarlet, a beautiful kind of, it's difficult to describe. I was going to say salmony red, but it's more like a corally red. And then I'm here doing a section that is normally knitted with 3 colors, and I've decided to go cycle through all 5 of my colors to do it more multicolored than it was intended. But broadly speaking, I'm sticking with the color spread of the original, and I'm really enjoying this. Considering that this is the halfway point, I'm going to end up with a little short scarf that can be worn around and tied around the neck, about like this. So if I've got the midpoint behind my neck, like this, then you get an idea of how much of it comes forward. So it's just little scarfy that you tie once or twice and wear it around the neck once, bit of, like almost a little bit like a bandana. And that also means that it'll be a nice size for me to wear around my hair. I love wearing scarves around my hair to keep these longer bits out of my face, so I'll be able to wear it as a headband as well. So I can't wait to finish this. If any of you are interested, I will be able to make kits with these 5 colors, and make sure that you don't have to buy 500-gram hanks to knit one of these, but I'll be able to work out how much I've used of each hank, and then with a little bit of extra put custom kits together with the right amount of yarn to knit your own Scout Mini in this colorway. So if you're interested, give me a shout and then I'll work that out for you. So they're the only 2 projects that I've been working on in the past 2 weeks. Hopefully in 2 weeks from now I'll be well on my way to finish the mystery knit along, the Geo Gradient mystery knit along, and I'll be able to show you an almost finished big shawl, fingers crossed. Until then, I'm signing off for the knitting section, and I will now announce that we're into Layercake and the Jan Jacket styling session. Enjoy. So here we are with the Jan Jacket. Have you seen the newsletter with my moving images? I'm so proud. It took me hours to work that out. Anyway, here's the Jan Jacket on me. I'm kind of in between a size 1 and 2 on the Layercake size scale. UK 18 at the top, UK 20 at the bottom, pretty much at the moment. And here's the Berry Jan Jacket with the sleeves folded up. When you fold them down, you have a completely, long sleeve, as you can see. Remember, I'm taller than average. And then if you fold them up, and of course you can make that fold as big or as small as you want, then you can see the facing peeping through, and that facing is in the magenta. The jacket is in the color Berry, and I've got it done up, and the jacket has pockets in the same contrasting color. So when you see the jacket from the side, you can every now and then see the pocket peeping, and you can also get a good idea here of the shaping of the jacket. Of course, you can do it up tighter or looser, or leave it open altogether. And here are the facings in their full glory when I've got it open. Like you can see, nice generous facings so that you can show more or less of them when you have the jacket open or closed. So I'm wearing it here with a love top in magenta, linen love top in magenta, and my own magenta linen baggies, which have been washed often. And as you can see, because this is a new top from the stock, as you can see, there's no color difference really. The linen holds its color really, really well. And yeah, first set. So what I'm going to do is show you a bunch of colors that either complement or contrast with each of the colors of the Jan Jacket, and then show you a completely different color combination, because you may not realize yet, but I've added the option to the pre-order to pre-order a color combination of your choice. Now, the color combination that I am wearing is going to be one of now 3, because we've got the berry, we've got the teal sky as a standard, and I've added a 3rd color that's coming up. But if you say, well, I really like this jacket, but I don't like any of those 3 colorways, I want something different, then we can make up a different color combination for you. Of course, that means that that color combination is a bespoke make, so you would not be able to return that. So make sure that you're happy with the measurements of the Jan Jacket. If need be, I can send you one of our samples for you to try on to see that you're happy with the fit before you order your bespoke combination. But that's the story. That's what I've tried to do to keep everybody happy. I'm going to go on to the next color combination. Here we go. So this is one of the berry vests in a size 1, so sleeveless, of course, and just to show off how gorgeous that looks in combination with a set of baggies, and then with this Jan jacket in this beautifully complementary color over the top. So as you can see, in terms of visual impact, the color of the vest and the color of the Jan jacket are almost identical, even though this is a solid jersey and this is a cross weave linen. They look great together. And then as a whole set, isn't it lovely? The magenta coming back. So this is all very complementary. Of course, we can start contrasting, which we'll do in a minute. But I thought I'll show you some complementary combinations first, especially showing how well the colors of the jersey go with the Jan jacket. Next combination. And here it is with same tops, but then with a skirt in fig. And this is one of the regular length skirts, so it's not full length for me, slightly cropped. The regular length would be another 4 inches longer, but on most of you, this skirt will be full length, which is its intention. It's got the really deep kick pleat or kick hem, so that it's very hard wearing, even though it's such a long skirt. And again, just showing the relative proportions of this outfit and the combination of the fig, which of course is a purpley color, against the lilac-y pink of the Jan jacket. Let's move on. Oh, what I'll show you is one of the play suits in this colorway. Basically the way I've shown it on the website, just to show you how easy and how mindless a combination that is and how well they go. Here it comes. Play suit, size 2 in the regular length, so slightly cropped on me. Would look lovely with a pair of boots, like I photographed in the newsletter as well. Of course, I can do this up again to show you what that looks like in combination with then the bottom of the play suit sticking out. And this is one of those examples of an outfit where you could just be wearing the play suit at home as a bit of a homey, loungy outfit, super comfy. But then by throwing something as simple as one jacket over the top, and of course you can wear it more like a shirt. This could be an inside garment. Jacket does not necessarily mean outside. It's not lined, so it's just an extra layer that can be worn closed like this, bit more like an Eastern style jacket, or wear it open more like a flowy, floaty duster. Next color. I thought before moving on to the next color of the Jan jacket, I'll show you the play suit in the large bright check, because I know there are loads of you who have this bright check, and even though this is one of the last turkeys in the shop, this is a size 2 long play suit in the bright check, and of course the bright check fabric is sold out now. I have a couple of garments left. I think I've got a size 0 love dress, if I speak from memory, and I've got this one, maybe 1 or 2 others. It's worth double checking. But those are the last ones. However, I'm showing this to you, not to sell it to you, but to show you how well both of the colors of the Jan jacket, both of those lighter colors, all 3 of them, but I want to save the 3rd for last. So how well these colors go with the large bright check. So if you've got a layer cake in a large bright check, then you'll know for a fact, just by me showing you here, how well both of these jackets go with that design, that fabric design. Let me grab the second color of the Jan jacket, the teal sky. Here it is, teal sky. The facings of teal sky are deep sea, which is a color that was out of stock, and I've just got new stock of it. So Deep Sea is in stock again, not just as facings of the Jan Jacket, but also other garments in Deep Sea you'll be able to order again. And here I'm just showing you how beautifully the teal sky color goes with the large check. Isn't it lovely? So I'm going to show a couple of other colors that we have in the collection that we've been selling over the past year or so or more, and show you how they go with teal sky, because teal sky is of course a new color to the fold, and depending on what you combine it with, it looks either more greenish or bluish. So I'm going to show it with a rivulet. I've got a rivulet play suit. I'm going to show it with the blue cross weave, which of course is one of our classic all-time colors, just to show you how this color combines and compares. Let's start with rivulet. Here it is, a rivulet play suit in size 2 regular, so slightly cropped on me, and then combined with the teal sky Jan Jacket. And as you can see, of course, the Deep Sea of the facings really beautifully connects the greenish, the watery greeny color of rivulet with the blue of teal sky. I adore this combination. I think it is beautiful. They go so well together. And of course, rivulet has the magpie running through it, which of course comes back in the Deep Sea, because that has magpie in it, well, the magpie blue in it. So gorgeous combination, I think. Let's see how this goes with the blue cross weave, because I don't actually know that myself. I haven't tried them together yet. I just thought, oh, that's a good combination to explore, but I don't take the time to actually then do that. I don't take time for many things. I'm always running ragged, as you know. Still doing it by myself. Andrea doing the making, and I do the rest. So run. Here comes blue cross weave. Blue cross weave, this is another size 2 long in the play suit. And gosh, I haven't actually looked at the blue cross weave for a while. Of course, the colors that we've been selling for a while I'm kind of used to. I'm constantly working towards the future with the new pre-orders, with new colors coming in, with making new combination, and I tend to forget about the gorgeous colors that we have already. And the blue cross weave definitely is a combination that actually really shimmers. It's a bright blue cross woven with a black, and it is gorgeous. It also goes remarkably well with the Jan Jacket. Are we surprised? Not really. Of course, they still are all chosen by me, so they all go through my particular color filters. And of course, I tend to make choices that fit those filters and therefore fit the combinations that we make with them. Jan Jacket with a blue cross weave play suit. Now, of course, if I was wearing this more as an outside jacket, then I would have a long sleeve top underneath my play suit, or even a jumper. The reason I don't bother with that here is because I'm showing you the silhouettes and I'm showing you the color combinations more than anything else. And for speed's sake, I try to get in and out of those outfits in between takes as quickly as possible. Let's show you the damson jersey play suit with this jacket, to show you again in the podcast rather than on the website what that color combination is like, and seeing me move in it. Here it comes. Size 2 regular in damson with the Jan Jacket to go with it. So pleased with this combination. A bit of a thing to note with the play suits, I'm actually going to have a look at them later on today, because I suspect that just from putting this on here, that the damson play suits the damson jersey play suits end up being a fraction shorter than the other colors. And that would have to do with the supplier winding the fabric more tightly onto the rolls. It's stupid, but anyway, so when the fabric then comes off the rolls and gets laid in layers before it's cut, then theoretically you would have to leave every layer overnight to see whether it changes length before you put another layer on. Well, of course, that is not doable at all for my tiny little manufacturer. So we learn as we go. This is the first time that this has occurred. I don't actually know how big the issue is. I'm going to double check that. And if there are definite length variations between the different colors of the cocoons, then I will of course put that in the fit guide and make it very clear in the product description as well, so that you actually get what you're ordering and you know what you're getting, if you know what I mean. Right, let's move on. Next outfit. So here it is. Here we have it. Jan Jacket, color combination 3. The fabric only just arrived, so I wasn't able to make this combination any sooner, but I realized that it would be good to have a darker color combination in the run-up to the festive season. And potentially you think, well, actually that would be a nice festive jacket to wear, but maybe not in such a pinky or a lighty blue color, maybe something darker. And here it is. This is a magpie jacket with black facings. Black pockets as well, of course. Wearing it here with the damson because I think that's a really nice combination again. But of course, one of the other obvious choices in terms of jerseys to wear with this Jan jacket would be the black jersey play suit, which I'm going to show you. But I've got a couple of other combinations as well to show you with this particular jacket, either more or less festive. Let's bring them on. Lovely, sophisticated, yet still everyday, relaxed style or outfit here. The damson vest with its beautiful sweeping hemline and nice long line, very flattering, of course. Size 1 on me, and worn with a extra large pair of the palazzos. I normally would wear the size large. That can go up to a UK size 20. This is an extra large, but in the shorter length, so they're slightly cropped on me, and as a result go a little bit more culotte-like, which I think is quite nice. Again, that slightly cropped style works well with little shoes like this, but also with a pair of boots, of course. Let's dress this up a little bit more, go slightly more into the darker colors, making the whole thing slightly more festive potentially. So here it is, still with the palazzos, but now with a love dress in the magenta as well. And look how the Jan jacket changes the silhouette of the love dress. Where the love dress nips you in more at the top and then balloons out, the Jan jacket meets that balloon when it's at its widest, and then adds this Eastern kind of feel with the way that the jacket flows. I really like playing with these kind of changes of mood and changes of silhouette as well. I'll take the jacket off. I also find it extraordinary that because of the styling and the shaping of these garments, then going for a matchy set, like a jacket and a dress that go in terms of color, you add a lot of sophistication, but it doesn't get too formal. It never gets frumpy. So here is the dress by itself. This is a size 2 regular love dress, and I either wear the size 1 or the size 2, and I really still like wearing a love dress more oversized, which is how it is intended. People tend to wear it more fitted, but do consider going for a looser fit so that you're more free in what you can wear underneath with it. And it still doesn't stop you from putting things like this over the top. Next one. Here's another really nice combination, I think, in terms of different silhouettes with each other. This is a smock in a size 1 in the black gingham, and that combined with a pair of high-lows, the longer high-lows, also in the black gingham. And it's just to show you also the different silhouettes that high-lows make compared to the palazzos. Palazzos really long, straight pillars, and the high-lows a bit more shaping, a bit more balloony, a bit more flowy, if you like, and slightly less straight. So I love how the different lines of the Jan jacket cut across the lines of the smock. And it just creates also almost like architectural interest with these lines, rather than them cutting up your silhouette in any way. It just looks cool rather than wrong. So black gingham, I think, a really nice alternative to wearing black in the festive season. But of course you could go for this entire outfit in black. Black smock or tabard, of course, that would work as well, with the point front and back, a black pair of trousers, and then this dark colored Jan jacket to finish the outfit. So I promised you some black jersey. Let me show you some black jersey. Here it comes. So firstly, all I've done here is changed the smock, the black gingham smock, into a black anytime top, jersey anytime top, and showing you that by, instead of wearing all one color or one design top to bottom underneath the jacket, changing that to a combination of different colors turns it into a less formal and more anytime and any day outfit. So just by changing this top into a black but keeping the trousers patterns, it is more informal and more everyday, if you like. And if I then would change the trousers to the palazzos, the black palazzos, that's another step towards a more formal and potentially more festive outfit. In fact, I'll quickly do that. I'll put the black palazzos back on before I show you the black jersey playsuit. See what I mean? The palazzos are back, anytime top, and then the Jan jacket over the top. I'll do it up again to show you the difference between the open and closed. And then we'll move on to the last scene with the black playsuit to go with the jacket. Matchy matchy. Here we are. Last turkey in the shop coming up. And here it is. Of course, the black jersey playsuit cropped on me. I have had requests for long jersey playsuits already. They'll come eventually, as soon as I can afford them. Production run after production run, of course. So they will be in the future, potentially in different colors. Can't make too many promises yet, but I'll keep you posted. For now, though, I hope you like. Meanwhile, before I go into my flurry at the end, if you like this look, but you want it to be long, then of course you can replicate this very easily by changing the playsuit into a pair of long jersey baggies. Long jersey baggies with the anytime top, because I'm still wearing the anytime top underneath the playsuit here to create an outfit with long sleeves. So firstly, this of course is a way in which you can wear your jersey playsuit with an anytime top or a love top with the 3/4 length sleeves underneath. That works really well to create that nice long line. But if you say, well, actually, I love that in combination with the jacket, but you don't have the long playsuits and I need the length, then get a pair of the long baggies. All the long baggies are back in stock in the 4 colors: the black, the slate, the grey and the navy. So you can replicate this look exactly with a pair of long baggies and an anytime top, and then add the jacket for a full length look and outfit. So here we go. The end this week. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope I've inspired you. I hope you like this third colorway as much as I do towards the festive season, or in combination with your existing Layercake outfits. If you need to try this before you can buy it, let me know and we can see how we can go about this. For now, thank you for watching and I will see you again soon.